Okay, everybody, here we go. It is me, Gregory Mannarino. Lovely, beautiful, perfect. Thank you for all being here with me because I may lose my mind today. Actually, I lost it a long time ago, but that's besides the point. Yes, Monday, January 29th, 2024. Let's see. How many of you out here are even the slightest bit surprised at what you're seeing? Yes, a new record high for the S&P 500. That's not the real story. Obviously, it was the bond market. You know that. You watched the 10-year yield. I mean, down substantially. Uh, after these soldiers were killed and dozens were wounded, and now there's the prospect that the United States is going to hit Iran. They're screaming for it. Our loving, caring politicians, they want us to bomb the living hell out of Iran. This is the goal here, and all of them act at the behest of the Federal Reserve. That's what this is all about. This is, come on, people. We called this way before it happened. Everything we're seeing, we knew way ahead of time. It's only because we know their playbook. It's like they've literally handed us their playbook because it's the same one they use over and over and over again. It just never changes, So right now they're making their case here for more war in 24. You knew this was the theme. I told you the end of last year. And we haven't seen anything yet. I mean, absolutely nothing. We have so much to talk about here with this video blog today. Anyway, so yes, lovely S&P 500 new record high, 10-year yield coming down as you would expect to happen. Okay, you and I again, are we nailing this to the wall, or are we look? So honestly, I am no smarter than anybody else. I am no smarter. I just know how the markets work. And it's just too easy when you understand what their goals are. Okay, the goal here is war. Let me explain this to you maybe another way. The ability for any nation to exert its will on another nation or the world resides in only one thing. It's war powers. And as we all know, President Trump did a heck of a job. Let's give him some credit in building up the United States military to what it is right now. It is pretty much invincible. Thank you, President Trump, for that. So it can be used for what it's being used for now. This is a setup. It's a long game, okay? It was Trump's job to rebuild the military, and he did that with, everyone backing him up on that. And now, of course, we see the outcome of it all. And the writing, I mean, it was just too easy to see then, too, where this was going to go. And we haven't seen anything, again, people, where this is all going. So the NASDAQ today, although the S&P 500 did hit a new record, the NASDAQ was the biggest gainer. And you know what I'm going to tell you. I've been telling you since last year. Tech is the place to be for 24. Market's not going down in 24, in case you need a little reminder. I'm going to read something to you. It's over here in a minute to give you a better idea of what you can expect moving forward. Bitcoin back over 43,000. Crypto's doing well. Gold and silver catching a bid. Dollar about flat. Crude falling, okay, on the back of this whole thing going on here. Lava, thank you. You guys and girls are great. And I just want to cover something real quick because I don't know where you guys and girls are getting this information from. I don't even want to know, but I'm just going to cover it. So this whole thing with, Evergrande here, their liquidation, some of you have been grossly misinformed. And again, I would imagine it's some YouTuber out here that has a pretty big following. This is not in any way the Black Swan event. No, you see, the market knows about it. This has been priced in for a long time. This is not new. Whoever's pushing this on you, and there must be someone, like I said, with a big channel, because I got a lot of feedback today about Evergrande. Talk about it. They're trying to make you afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is not, and I'm going to say it one more time, not going to bring this market down. Nothing's going to bring this market down. The market is going higher on the back of more death, destruction, pain, suffering, exploding debt. We're going to talk more about all this in a moment here. So stop with these people that are trying to scare you with, oh, this is the black swan, people. No, it can't possibly be a black swan, because it's been priced in for the longest time. Okay, that's number one. And number two, you can see it. A black swan is something that's going to come out of left field. And I mean left field, like a nuclear explosion. But even that wouldn't even surprise me too much in this environment. But that's the story. So forget this whole thing. All right. I want to clarify it, get it right out of the way, because I don't know where you guys, and don't tell me, please. I don't even want to know who's talking about it, because I will just have to ridicule them publicly, because that's what I will do. It's I hate when people are trying to make you afraid of something. When they try to make you afraid of something, they try to control your minds. I don't want to control a single one of you. All I want for all of us here is to get through all this the most successful way we possibly can. And that means we need to depend on each other, period, the end. You all know that. Anyway, so I want to give a shout out here to Watch Your Guru here. You should check this out. A nice article they did on Morgan Stanley. Just the timing of this is pretty epic. Morgan Stanley warning on the threat to the petrodollar or de-dollarization due to the BRICS alliance. That's what this is all about. Wake the freak up, those of you who don't know. Okay, it's not about saving the world from terrorism or anything about that. This is about sending a direct message to the BRICS nations, which you and I called out before anybody else, before the attacks and everything else is going to happen. You and I have warned, we collectively have warned everybody that this was going to happen. Okay, it's a signal, a loud and clear one. Don't mess with it. Look, the US dollar remains the world reserve currency. Period. They will wipe out nations to keep that. You understand? This alliance here with Saudi Arabia, Iran here, with the BRICS nations, this was, I mean, come on, if you didn't see this coming, then you really don't know what you're looking at here. But this is nothing. Anyway, so it's kind of interesting, right? 10-year yield, 4.17 on Friday. Today we're about, what, 4.08? It's a pretty substantial drop. And the worst thing's off, the lower, should I say, the 10-year yield is going to go. And the Federal Reserve is weaponizing the system. So they don't have to take that much action when they start to cut rates, which they're going to do. And we've discussed this to the point of, like, it's out there, right? Now, this is one of those things that I want you to have. It's in your inbox. I sent this out to every single one of you who subscribe to my free newsletter, people. If you haven't yet, I really don't know what you're waiting for. I always put this stuff out, usually once a week, papers like this, and I post all kinds of stuff. All right? If you like this blog, if you want to stay ahead of this whole thing, you have to sign up for my newsletter. It's 100% free. I don't share your stuff, and you'll get stuff like this in your inbox. So I want to cover this with you because it's huge. And I want to, add lib to it. Now, feel free to share this. All right. Like I said, I hope you do. When I send this stuff out to you, you have carte blanche. Do what you want. Share it with whoever you want. So anyway, let's just clarify a few things here. So the title of this, A Dead System and Their Key. You know who they are? Central banks to a new one. So let's do this, you and me. The entire world's debt-based system is flatlining, and its economy is failing. Really, this is all by design, people, and you know that. This is not by accident. This is not by mistake. This is something that you and I have outlined for 10 years, how it was going to unfold, and we're seeing it happen right now. And that can only mean one thing: expect World War III. Yeah. That's where we're at. World War III has already begun. I was just talking to Gerald Salente about this today, by the way. And it will accelerate and expand rapidly. How many of you, this is a question I posed, and I want to hear from you right now, honestly. How many of you out here right now believe that the current unfolding of geopolitical events, this is just by accident? The timing of this, it's just, whatever. It just happened right now. As the Fed is pulling liquidity out of the system, we know they're doing this here. I already told you, they're repo scam, because it's a scam to trick the system into believing it's more liquid. Okay, that's what it's all about. Why do you think, honestly, the Federal Reserve, with other large institutions, passes around back and forth overnight vast amounts of cash? Because they think it's fun? No, because they're trying to trick the system to think it's more liquid. Liquidity is drying up. It's a black hole. The system is a perpetual black hole, into the pit of hell, literally. Now let's talk a little bit more here. Anyway, the fact is this: the people of the world are being forced into accepting a new system. Oh, yes, you are. And you will. I don't care what comes out of the mouth of DeSantis and then Trump jumping on his coattails, how we're not going to take a central bank currency. Maybe I should up my medication. They have no say-so in this. None. Okay, they're not a king. You understand that? The real government is the Federal Reserve in this case and central banks. Once you get that through your head and you realize everything else is theater, a whole new world is going to open up to you. Trust me on this. So the fact is this: the people of the world are being forced into accepting a new system with an entirely new set of rules. The current system is being phased out. You know that already. All right. Slowly, and I mean methodically. Everything has been thought out perfectly. And the end game is always the same: war. Sound familiar to you? It should. This transition, in as much as it will bring major change and a lot more control, will also stay the same. What is being set up collectively, I have named them the WMA, the World Management Administration, also known collectively as central banks, is an updated and new debt-based tokenized cashless system. This transition will continue to involve not only the already ongoing systematic dismantling of the current system, which they are taking apart piece by piece, henceforth why the financial system is failing, henceforth why the world economy is failing, but it will also create massive dependency on the system that exists now. So when they issue the new system, they already have the required amount of slaves sucked into it. You know that. Okay. Expanding war is the end game. That's what we're seeing here. It is also the key to the new system. You think, like I said, this is no accident here. Okay. Began over there, Ukraine, Russia. Now the whole thing with Israel. Now the United States and its coalition, non-BRICS partners are ready to bomb the living hell out of the Middle East. It's all by design. Okay. This has been planned out from years ago, just so you can get a better handle on this. From a stock market standpoint, every manner of anything you can think about will be implemented to keep the stock market propped up. The mechanism of war alone, as you well know, generates the greatest need for more borrowed dollars to be pulled into the system, which is two things: massively inflationary and also stock market positive, in case you were wondering. This mechanism will drive cash into the perceived safety of debt, as you just witnessed. 10-year yield dropping, stock market going up, new record high. You need any more proof? Maybe not. I don't think so. And this will keep rates suppressed. Keeping rates suppressed, what does that do? It opens up a doorway for cash to make its way into risk assets, or I'm talking about the stock market. Expect many government subsidies for major corporations, okay? Major corporations who are flush with cash. Just so you know, okay? The Bidenstein thing, creature, mummy, decrepit that thing over there, okay, has just awarded or is in the process of awarding, so it's being gifted, hundreds of billions of dollars to tech companies that don't need the money. They don't need the money. They're awash in cash, but he's giving it to them. As I told you, you're going to hear things and see things that you can't believe as we move forward. And this is one of them. So can someone here that's smarter than Greg Mannarino, and it's every single one of you, explain to me why the thing now sitting behind the Resolute desk is awarding, and where's he getting the cash from? The Federal Reserve, because we don't have it. Okay. Why is he awarding hundreds of billions of dollars to companies that are flush with cash? Why? Oh, let me guess. Maybe you want to tell me why. Okay. So expect global debt to hyperballoon. Duh. Seawolf. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I appreciate that. World debt will now skyrocket faster. Again, all this cash that's being awarded, well, it's of course added to the national debt, just as forgiving student loans is immediately added to the national debt. It's going to keep ballooning as they continue to borrow and pull more cash into now to fund wars and every freaking thing else. Right, Joe? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I agree with you on that one or something. World debt will skyrocket faster moving forward, and this mechanism is also stock market positive. What do you think is happening to support a system that is already dead? It's already dead. All right. And it's on life support. It's been on life support since 2008. You all know that. Being that 2024, pay attention to this part. I'm almost done here. Being that 2024 marks the end of the current presidential selection, and for those of you who are wondering, I am saying selection cycle. It's not just a little slip of the tongue here. You can fully expect that the illusion of the market will be maintained. That is, the stock market will be artificially inflated. Along with the stock market illusion, you can expect to be propagandized to the highest possible order. You see what's going on here? They're giving you every reason or excuse why things are happening. Oh, the 10-year dropped because of this. It had nothing to do with the fact that we're at war. It has nothing to do with the fact that we're going to be melting probably Iran into the sand in a very short period of time, along with other Middle Eastern nations here. And we're going to kill thousands and thousands and thousands of people, women and children included. But they're going to tell you how surgical those strikes are. You're not responsible for wiping out those infants in their cribs. No. It's surgical strikes. You can't make this stuff up if you try to. Anyway, you'll be propagandized to the highest possible order with repeated false flag events expressly telling you, and this is what they do, who to hate and why we need to kill them, or in this case, strike them militarily. Expect that the price action distortions across the spectrum of asset classes, again, will get monumentally distorted, even worse moving forward, which presents opportunity. Risk on, people. That is cash making its way into the stock market. That's the game for now. What's Greg Mannarino been telling you since I don't know how long now? Get long the market. Get long the market. Yes, I have been ridiculed and laughed at by thousands of people that they've all been wrong. So guess who's been laughing last? This guy. Yeah, that's who's been laughing last. And I'm going to continue to laugh too. It's these people who have no idea how the market works or why. It's amazing to me, really. And they set themselves up as some kind of experts on the market. Really? You can't make it up. Anyway, risk on will remain. That means cash is going to make its way into the stock market, which causes commodity prices to remain suppressed. Suppressed commodity prices allow commodities to be bought on the cheap, or in this case, I wrote cheaply, and also expect massive currency devaluation as well. People, this is gold. Do you realize that? And it's yours. I write this up for you, and I do it for nothing, for free. All right. What I want you to do, make a copy of this or share it. Get it out there on your social networks. You're free to do whatever you want with this. All my stuff here. By the way, tomorrow, Tech Tuesday for my new Instagram, my new racing Instagram thing I just started here. Gregory _Mannarino_ racing. I'm going to do my first tech tip tomorrow. So I hope you guys and girls follow me there too. It's going to be fun. It gets a little break from this. You know, this stuff here is going to be the death of me. Greg Mannarino is going to die because of this one day. My blood pressure, my freaking heart skipping beats and start sweating. But that over there, that's just like my passion. I love that stuff. And there's a nice video there. Camaro wheels up. Crazy stuff. Anyway, people, so that's really it. Anything, this is getting kind of long. Do you guys and girls want to cut? Jeffrey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate this. And anything that you guys and girls want to cover? Yes, finally, MNRC is hooking. I went through hell trying to get that car to hook. I couldn't get it to work. You know that. You saw a couple of videos posted on the Tesla Plaid channel. I'll give him a shout out here. Good guy, Andrew. Oh, I could not get the car to work. I had it all set up wrong, but it allowed me to learn so much. I love learning new things. And, you know, when things don't work, no matter what it is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your trading, whether it's your car, whether it's whatever it is, sit back for a moment and try to evaluate. Say, something is wrong. I'm willing to accept that. What do I need to do to fix it? And that's what I did. I researched and I talked to people, and I got lucky enough to meet a guy who was running a pro team, the crew chief of a factory stock Copo Camaro. He gave me some really, I mean, for free. This guy went out of his way to tell me, hey, Greg, you know what? You're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. You're doing that wrong. And it was gold to me. It was absolutely gold. Like these things I make up for you. I mean, this is gold. This is gold, this stuff. You need someone like that to kind of sit you on the right spot, but never be afraid to learn something new. All right. And me, I love it. That's why I always say, look, I'm not too old to learn something new. Any of you think I'm saying something wrong or I'm leading people down the wrong way, please tell me and outline what I'm doing wrong, and I will fix it sincerely. Anyway, Preston, you do what you want, bro. I don't think it makes a damn difference. Okay, with regard, I really don't. I think presidents are selected. If we didn't learn anything from the last election, I don't know what to tell you. But look, I know a lot of you still hope and pray that the system that is now dead and buried still exists, but it does not. Thoughts on esoteric knowledge or light? Hey, look, man, I'm always interested in learning something new. I really am, and I'm all for it. If someone wants to show me proof that some type of esoteric knowledge is going to make for a better world, I'm all for it, man. I'm not. I'm definitely a way out of the box thinker. So absolutely. Look, there's nothing there. There's a lot of stuff out there that they keep hidden from people. You know what I mean? Hidden in plain sight. It's all there right now. You realize that with the internet, you can find out anything you want, pretty much. Right, Magic Mika? You're awesome. You're all awesome. Every single one of you. Oh my goodness, my phone was going crazy. I think I don't know what's going on. Anyway, people, what else do you guys and girls want to talk about? Yeah, it's all a game. It's just all a game, and it's being played at an extreme level. It's because unfortunately, people are being set up. They've been set up since their birth to believe in every imaginable untruth. So it's very simple to keep lying to people. They accept them. They accept these lies. They accept the fairy tales. They really do, and they feel safe there too. People have these little safe spaces that they build for themselves inside some kind of a fairy tale or a distortion of what's real. And once you present people with what is real, well, then they freak out on you. They can't handle it. Lassie Lund, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, that's it, people. That's what I'm getting. The very strange phone call here. Don't even know what this is. Whatever. I like quarter mile racing. That last race was an 8th mile. It was a nice little testing tune. I like that track. Showtime. It's a small kind of like I like a family track. When I was there on Wednesday, it was maybe 40 cars. My car was number 20 of about a 40 car field. So I was able to just, get my car set up, run the car, come back, try to get it set up again, run it again. Kind of nice. But I like the quarter mile. The 8th mile, I mean, I ran that thing in 5.47 seconds. 5.47 seconds. I was doing about, I think, 126 miles an hour. And it's amazing to cover that much ground so fast. It's over like in the blink of an eye. At least in the quarter mile. I mean, that Copo of mine, that should be running in the mid-8s, 860s, somewhere like that, once it's fully dialed in. Even that's over pretty quick, but I'm telling you, what a rush. What a freaking rush it is. People, this guy, again, loves you from the heart. I mean that with all I got. You're so awesome, and thank you for your friendship. Thank you for backing me up. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your thumbs up here. Look at this, 509 thumbs up. That's awesome. I wish we could add to that. Again, it does allow the algorithms to pick this stuff up. And I want you to have this, like I said. So please check your inbox. If you have not subscribed to my free newsletter, there is a link down below. Read through this stuff. Print it out, and just I like to have things in my hand. I really do. Read through this stuff, all right? And let it sink in your head. I really feel like this stuff, and I have a feel like every week, I put this out. It's gold. It's gold. Anyway, this guy here, we'll see you in the morning. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, all right? And I'll see you in the morning.